Say they claim the only Ford-powered Ford in the field today. Wish them all the best in the Forest County Potawatomi number 93. How about it for Troy Nelson? Outside of that front row, talking about fast guys, he won the feature here on Friday night in the Navy.com, number 40 out of Wausau. Let's hear it for Jeremy Lepak. Row number 2 to the inside. Car number 54 out of Poinette, Wisconsin, the Graham Auto and Truck Clinic, number 54, Rich Schulen Jr. Alongside of him, a good run here on Friday, was working hard trying to get that feature win in the Krakowski Stone, number 20. Let's hear it for Alan Check. Next in line, out of La Crosse, Wisconsin, and the Cape and Motor Sales, number 48. Let's have a round of applause for Jim Carlson. Jim also says he has a beer for every one of you after the races down by the hauler. Next in line, out here doing a great job in the Cheese Row Enterprises of Amherst, number 81. He's the gun. Let's hear it for Todd Stapleton. Here's the guy, the defending Wisconsin Challenge Series champion, next in line. Car number 71 out of Wisconsin Rapids, the Sherrill Company's Northwoods Windows, number 71. Let's have a nice hand for Mark Eswine. Next in line out of Merrill, Wisconsin. Always a hard charger here in the gold medal trailer sales, number 75. Let's have a hand for Chris Weinkaw. Next in line out of Wisconsin Rapids in the Doyne Excavating, number 3. Always a favorite here at Golden Sands. Let's have a hand for Jeff Weinfurter. They are fast timer this afternoon. Boy, had a good run going there. The Bach Racing, number 26 Pontiac Grand Prix. Let's hear it for Gary Bach. Next on the line here, car number 5. In the 5-county towing, number 5. Let's hear it for Dave Duronsky. Next in line, this guy always running hard wherever you see him racing. In the Joe Brunel Trucking, number 87. Let's have a nice round of applause for Nathan Hazelou. And I probably butchered his name. Jeff was smiling, I know I did. Next in line, out of Nakusa, Wisconsin. He cuts down the trees, and then he cuts down the competition, too. Hey, in the Kemp Slogging, number 97, he's the flying logger. Give it up for Pete Kemp. Next out in car number 36, out of Merrill, had a little tough sledding last night at Marshfield, but he's back for more today. In the Terrace Homes, number 36, let's have a hand for Race and Jason Weinkaw. Next in line, out of Montello, Wisconsin, in the 00. He's been in victory lane here at the Speedway before. Let's have a round of applause for Jeff Kendall. Next up, in the 07, he won the opener for the Wisconsin Challenge Series down at Columbus 151 Speedway a couple weeks ago. Our defending track champion in the DeBoer Incorporated Thunderbird. Let's have a hand for Burton Brown. Back to our drivers from the last chance events here. Won the first event. Coming on out here in the CFB Custom Fab and Body Fox 55 machine. Let's have a hand for Tigerton's Justin Hurt. The winner of our second last chance event. In car number 27, the DeBoer Incorporated, Earth Incorporated, number 27 of Judd Brendel. Next up, coming to us out of Waukon, Iowa, in the RiserImplement.com, number 2. Let's hear it for Ken Reiser. Always a favorite next up here at the Dells Motor Speedway, and wherever he goes, good for a good hard race and a good couple of beers, too. The Dale Schultz Tire, number 64, is the Flying Squirrel, Rocky Breezer. Fast time honors for this young man here a week or so back. Lining up next here in the Consolidated Construction Company, number 8 and 98. Let's hear it for Brandon Selly. Another one of the young guns back here, finished third in his last chance event. always up for some fun in the pits, golfing and playing football and fishing and who knows what. Out of Kewanee, Wisconsin, the RPM Racing Supply number 14 of Eugene Gregorich Jr. And last but not least, he uses that wild card. He almost got in there, but had to use that wild card. But hey, he's here just the same, and look for some great racing out of this guy. The four-way construction number 18 car. Let's hear it for Frank Nitsky. There you have it. 23 cars for 75 laps on the demanding high banks here at Golden Sands Speedway. 5. Picking up the pace out of turn number 4. Green flag, we're going racing. Troy Nelson, your pole sitter, alongside of last Friday night's feature winner, Jeremy Lepak, side by side here to lap number 1. Alan Check in the 20 car, Rich Schumer Jr. in 54 right there. Tucked neatly in behind in that second row. Todd Stapleman in the 81, Chris Weinkoff in 75, Jim Carlson 7th, followed by the 26 of Gary Bach, the top 8. Down the backstretch they go. Lepak now in command. Lepak in the 40 car by a car length or so. Rich Schumann Jr. in 54 working on Troy Nelson. Oh, 3 wide on the front stretch. Stapleman had an ocean to go underneath Troy Nelson, but Alan Check was up to the high side. Battle there for the 3rd spot. 40 of Lepak, the 54 of Schumann. Alan Check now into that 3rd spot. Troy Nelson and Chris Weinkoff now battling for 4th. Stapleman, Bach, Carlson. Nathan Hazru working his way up a spot or so in the 87. Working lap number 7 right now. 7 complete. Lepak out front over Schumann in a 54. Chris Weinkoff now working on Alan Check for 3rd. Oh, Carlson getting loose. Further back in the pack, the 48 car almost got away from him. Gary Bach starting to work his way up a spot or 2 in the 26 car, a fast timer. Right now about in that 7th position. Here's your leader, Lepak, after 10 laps, still showing away. 54, Rich Schumann Jr. solidly in 2nd place. Alan Check and Chris Weinkoff battle for 3rd. Todd Stableman now into the top 5. Troy Nelson in the 6th spot. Nathan Hazlu working outside of Gary Bach there for 7th. Non-stop so far. Lepak over Schumann. Lots of racing further back in the field. Side-by-side action between Breezer and Brandel. And we've got trouble. Jeff Kendall in the 00 getting nudged by the 5 of... Caution light is out, bunched up and ready to get back at it. Single file restart, green flag. Back underway. Schumann in the 54 trying to stay with Lepak in the 40. Lepak stretches it out to about 2 car lengths. Chris Weinkoff in the 75 working to the high side of Alan Check for that 3rd spot. Weinkoff in the silver, number 75, making a little headway. Good battle there for 2nd on back as Lepak pulls out a bit here in the 40 car. Change for 2nd place. Chris Weinkoff now to the 2nd spot. Alan Check trying to get back up into 3rd there as he works on Rich Schumann Jr. And he's there. Todd Stapleman in the 81 car working hard now on Schumann for 4th. Oslu, Nelson, Bach, and Weinfurt are all racing hard in a bunch. 57 laps to go. Jeremy Leapak from the outside of the front row. Weinkauf in that runner-up spot. Alan Check in third, and here comes Nathan Oslu up to fourth in the 87. Oslu in the 87 working hard. But Leapak, the guy showing away, 21 laps into it, working hard out front. Chris Weinkauf hanging on to that runner-up spot. Oslu now working on Alan Check for third. Todd Stapleman maintaining the fifth spot. Jeff Weinfurter now finds himself in sixth. Gary Bach working on Rich Schumann Jr. for seventh. Bill Leapak out front, nearing that 1/3 mark. Next time by, they'll be 1/3 of the distance, as lap 25 will be completed when they cross the stripe. Burton Brown about mid-pack trying to find his way to the front. The winner of the opener 2 weeks ago. It's still Leapak showing the way, though, out front of the 75 of Chris Weinkauf. 87 of Nathan Oslu in that third spot, working hard there, trying to close the gap. Working on in there to challenge for second place. Oslu and Weinkauf right here in a battle. Caution on a Speedway, Burton Brown and Rich Blue, Alan Check, and Todd Stapleman, the top five. We're going back racing. Back at it. Some smoke starting to come out of the 20 car of Alan Check running in that fourth spot. We'll keep an eye on that. 40 of Leapak still in command. 75 of Weinkauf in that runner-up spot. Chris Weinkauf hanging tough. Nathan Oslu in the 87 car working hard there in third. Alan Check fourth. That smoke seems to have disappeared now. It looks like he'll be all right. 81 of Stapleman maintaining fifth. Side-by-side action further back here. Some racing going on for position further back in the field as well. Here comes your leader, Leapak, still hanging tough. Battle for the runner-up spot. Oslu in the 87. Here he comes down to the inside of Weinkauf. And he'll move to second place. Weinkauf falls to third, and the 20 of Alan Check, and Todd Stapleman still hanging on a fifth. Jeff Weinfurter right on his heels in the 3 car. Leapak with about 3 car lengths or so on Nathan Oslu. Chris Weinkauf hanging on to that third spot. Alan Check pounding in there, trying to get on in there and make the pass. 38 laps to go, right about halfway through the contest. Oh, we've got Pete Kemp and Brandon Selly backwards into half the contest here. And Jeremy Leapak heads them back to the green. Heading them down the backstretch over the halfway mark. Jeremy Leapak over Nathan Oslu. Chris Weinkauf in that third spot. Alan Check maintaining fourth. Todd Stapleman with a challenge now from Jeff Weinfurter for fifth. Watch that battle for the 5th spot right here. Gary Bach getting a good view of that, with Mark Eswine right on his heels. Leapak showing away by a car length. 35 laps to go. Still Leapak out front over Hazalu in the 87. Weinkauf, Chris Weinkauf in the 75, showing in the 3rd spot. The 20 of Alan Check, holding off the 3 of Jeff Weinfurter. Weinfurter now on the top 5. 71 of Mark Eswine, starting to go to work on Gary Bach for 7th place. Pulls to the high side of Bach and making a move up there. In the meantime, Bach pulls to the inside of Stapleman, challenging for 6th. And the 5 of Goronsky retires once again. Jeff Weinfurter, the guy working hard to the high side of Alan Check now for 4th place. And Bach and Stapleman have a good battle going for 5th. Or 6th place, rather. 40 Leapak still showing away. He's led from the start. Nathan Hazalu in the runner-up spot. Chris Weinkauf still hanging tough in 3rd. And that good hard battle for 4th place. Check and Weinfurter going at it for 4th. Coming up on the 2/3 mark. 1 lap away. 26 remaining right now. Still the 40 of Jeremy Leapak by about 3 car lengths now. Top 3 breaking away as that side-by-side battle for 4th place still ongoing between Alan Check and Jeff Weinfurter. Gary Bach, then the 71 of Mark Eswine, 81 of Todd Stapleman, 36 of Jason Weinkauf, working hard there yet. Jeremy Leapak running her hard. He's starting to close in on some traffic. May start to encounter that in a few more laps. Leapak in the Navy number 40. Still working hard over Nathan Hazalu and Chris Weinkauf. That's the top 3. They've ran that way for a while now. 21 to go. Jeff Weinfurter in that 4th spot now. Gary Bach now taking 5th place away from Alan Check. Remaining. Leapak by 3 car lengths. Nathan Hazalu trying to close that gap. Staying about the same here the last several laps. Chris Weinkauf solidly in 3rd, some distance back to 4th place Jeff Weinfurter, and 5th place Gary Bach. Mark Eswine up to the high side of Alan Check for 6th. Your leader closing in on Rich Schumann Jr. As Hazalu is now right on the heels of Leapak. Nose to tail, the top 2, Leapak and Hazalu down a backstretch. Chris Weinkauf still by himself there in 3rd. And a battle for the lead shaping up. Hazalu right there on the rear bumper of Jeremy Leapak. Takes a peek down to the inside. Coming up on Rich Schumann Jr. to put him down a lap. 13 laps to go and they pass by this time. The top 2 nose to tail. Chris Weinkauf further back there, followed by Jeff Weinfurter and Gary Bach, the top 5. winding down, lead back, hanging onto that lead by just a bit now. Hazelou really putting on the pressure, trying to get that top spot away. Here they are, right on the front stretch. The 40 elite pack, followed by Hazelou in the 87. Chris Weinkoff still in third, about 6 car lengths back in the 75 car. Ooh, a little contact there from Hazelou on the 40 car. And contact again as they head to the third corner. Hazelou takes the lead with some contact. And lead pack, I'm sure upset about that. Falls back in the field, back to about 6th place. Seven laps to go. Hazelou now over the 75 of Chris Weinkoff. Jeff Weinfurter up to third. Gary Bach in the 4th spot, and Jeremy Lepak now in 5th. And we've got trouble in the corner. Stapleman in the 81. Chris Weinkoff, the 3 of Jeff Weinfurter, the top 3, back to green. And Weinkoff giving a little shoehorn there. The Hazelou, and they'll go at it side by side with 5 to go. Some hot and heavy racing action up front. Jeff Weinfurter getting a bird's eye view of that. In that 3rd spot, Gary Bach in 4th. Jeremy Lepak in the 5th spot. Led much of the contest. They are racing hot and heavy for that lead right now. And caution once again. To finish this one up, 4 laps to go. Will Chris Weinkoff hang on here? We'll find out. Back to green. Weinkoff, Hazelou, and the 3 of Jeff Weinfurter. Nose to tail. Gary Bach in 4th. Jeremy Lepak trying to hang on to 5th. Being challenged there by the 71 of Mark Eswine. Oh, and some contact in the corner between the top 3. A little bumper tag going on. White flag will be coming out this next time. Watch the action right here. Here comes Hazelou. He wants that top spot. White flag is out. Hazelou down to the inside of Weinkoff. Wants to take that lead away. Through the 3-4 corner and coming back to the checkered flag. Oh! Wow, what a finish. 7. Nathan, good hard running out there. Some good hard racing this afternoon. Started about back in the 12th spot. Tell us a little bit about the race here for you today.
Well, it was a little rougher than I would have liked. I feel bad about what happened to Chris and I on that last lap. We're just both racing hard for the win. He got into me with a couple laps to go, and we going at it a little bit too hard. I hope it was an exciting race.
That was exactly what it was, an exciting finish there. Some good hard racing right to the line. Some great support on the car here. Tell a little bit about your sponsors here today.
Yeah, we got Trucks Incorporated and Joe Bernal Trucking helping us out. I got to say thanks to Kevin Latch at Pathfinder Chassis. He built me a new car, and it's been really good here lately. We've only raced it a couple times, but I got to give him thanks and Kipper Performance for the motor.
Alrighty, well, we've got some more Challenge Series races coming up this season. Will you be running some more of those yet this year?
Well, hopefully. I want to run a couple more of them. It just matters what the schedule is.
Alrighty, one more time. Nathan Hazelai, your Wisconsin Challenge Series Icebreaker 75 winner today. Well, boy, some exciting racing here today. Chris Weinkoff, boy, What a deal here right at the end, Chris. Some good hard racing there those last few laps. Why don't you take us through the last couple laps here?
Well, that restart when I was running second and Nate was leading. It seemed what happened with him and Leapback, and I wasn't trying to boo him, get into him, spin him off, but there was opportunity there. I stuck my nose in there and got him. And at the end, I kind of figured he was gonna want to pin me back a little bit with them cautions coming out, but just didn't need the caution. Nate had a really fast race car, and he deserved to win the race. I just will have to get him next time. I'm glad I'm standing right here. We had a bad race at Madison last week, and it was great to be in front of a hometown crowd and finish second. And if I got to finish second, anybody would be Nate, because he's a very good race car driver. So
just some good hard racing at the end there, and you took a little ride up into the sand there, but hopefully everything's all right. You'll check everything over. Some great sponsors I'm sure you want to tell us about.
Yes, I do. We got Club Ecstasy Restaurant and Golf. If you guys are ever up north of Merrill a little bit, it's a great place to get some food and some golf. And we got Gold Medal Trailer Sales. We got Legend Sports Bar. PCR chassis. This thing works great. It's a brand new chassis this year, and I got to thank Rich Lopey for that. Wagner put a very good motor in the car. We got Rod Brown's Line Graphics. And I appreciate all the fans and all the support from everybody locally.
Yeah, and I've been up to Chris's, the Weinkauf Racing Family Shop several times, and boy, just a good family-oriented operation there, and a fine second-place finish here this afternoon. Another nice hand for Chris Weinkauf. We'll head on down over here. You can always count on this guy to be right there at the finish. If he's not going to be in victory lane, he's going to be darn close to it. Third place finish for the three-car Jeff Weinfurter this afternoon. Jeff, how did the race feel for you out there today?
Well, things look pretty good. They're got kind of rough at the end. I was kind of hoping maybe I'd get one the lucky way.
Yeah, there was some good hard racing in front of you, and I'm sure, like I mentioned, you were just in the catbird seat there, and you were just patiently waiting for something to happen. You never want that kind of finish to happen, but boy, you were right there. Some great sponsors on this car as well. Tell the folks about them.
Well, we got TJ's Auto, Doing Trucking, Signature Hair and Nail, Hot Now, Cheery Machines really been helping me out a lot lately. Things have been going pretty good.
Yeah, great power plant there from Cheery Machine out of Ripon, doing a good job for you. And I'm sure you're going to be following this Wisconsin Challenge Series. You'll be down to the Marshfield Super Speedway for that program, I'm sure, next Sunday.
Yeah, we got a new car at home, and we're hoping for Sunday to bring her out. We'll see what happens.
Well, there you heard it from the horse's mouth, so to speak. Always some good things coming out of this guy. Another nice hand for the third place finisher this afternoon, Jeff Weinfurter. How about another nice hand for all three of them? Top spot, white flag is out. Hasloo down to the inside of Weinkauf, wants to take that lead away. Through the 3-4 corner and coming back to the checkered flag. Oh! Wow, what a finish.